guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making coconut shrimp, so stay tuned for the ingredients and we'll get started. So for your ingredients, you will be needing shrimp. The best way to cut them is butterfly style. That way you have more surface for your delicious coconut breading. For the breading itself, I like to use 2/3 of unsweetened coconut and 1/3 of breadcrumbs, and that just gives it a good ratio so that your coconut does not burn. Now for your wet batter, you will be needing flour, of course. Seasonings, I like to just stick to salt and pepper, garlic and paprika, a little bit of cornstarch, 1 egg, and mineral water. You will also be needing oil. We are frying the shrimp. I used about 2 cups, but you may need more, and extra flour for dredging your shrimp. For a garnish, I just used a tiny bit of parsley and some lemon wedges. And to get started, the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and dredge your shrimp. The whole process of this is to just make sure that your wet batter has something to stick to when you go ahead and dunk the shrimp. So this is, as you can see, it's a messy project. Nobody likes to do it, but somebody's got to do it. So yeah. Go ahead and finish getting all of your shrimp covered in flour and go ahead and set them aside for your next step, which is getting your wet batter ready. Now, the first thing I like to do is add the dry ingredients. I'm adding the cornstarch, the seasonings. I added salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder. I like to go ahead and get those mixed in first just to make sure everything is evenly distributed, and then I move on to my wet ingredients. First, I added the egg. I mixed that up as best as I could, and then you want to slowly start adding your mineral water. Now the purpose for adding the sparkling water is it's gonna go ahead and give you that volume when you go ahead and fry the shrimp. You want to do this little by little, and you want to get about a pancake batter consistency, maybe a little bit thinner. Should be looking like this. And I did want to share there is a secret ingredient, which is sesame oil. Now this is gonna give it a great flavor. Just trust me on this, a little goes a long way. So just add a tiny bit and go ahead and mix that into your batter. Once you feel like everything is incorporated, you can go ahead and move on to your next step. You want to get a pan ready with a little bit of parchment paper, and the first thing you want to do is dunk your shrimp into the wet batter, and then you go ahead and transfer them to your coconut crumb mixture. You want to go ahead and pat it down. Make sure that you have all the wet batter completely covered in your mixture, and then you can go ahead and set them aside. As you can see, this is a messy project. There's no way around it. You're pretty much gonna make a mess, but I'm telling you guys, this appetizer is worth it. So just go ahead and repeat and just keep lining up your shrimp. What I also like to do is I like to freeze them for about 15 minutes before frying them, and that just ensures that your crumb topping is not gonna burn in the oil. You're gonna have a lot less of a mess when you're frying, so it is an extra step, but I definitely recommend it. So once you do that, you want to get your hot oil going and make sure that it is hot, you guys. A great way to test it is by using a wooden spoon and seeing if it bubbles. You really want to make sure that you get that right, because if not, you could end up boiling your shrimp, which makes the shrimp smaller than the actual breading. So yeah, once your hot oil is ready, you can go ahead and add your shrimp. Make sure not to overcrowd. You want to do this in batches, because every time you add shrimp, it brings the oil temperature down. So you want to be mindful of that. Just do a few at a time. It should take about 3 minutes or so, depending on the size of your shrimp. Just go ahead and take a look, and what you're looking for is this beautiful golden color. Once you see that, you can go ahead and flip them over and just go ahead and do this slowly. It is labor of love, but trust me on this, they're so delicious, so worth it. And yeah, once your fish are ready, they should be looking like this. Now tell me that doesn't look beautiful. You can't argue with me, that is a beautiful shrimp. So just go ahead and lay them on a paper towel to go ahead and get rid of that excess oil. For your sauce, it's just sweet chili sauce with a little bit of apricot preserves. I like to top mine, like I mentioned, with a little bit of parsley and squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon on top. And that is it, you guys. We are done. So this is the finished product. I really hope you guys get to try it. Bye.